It started as a joke, a charity gala. Gold lights, polished laughter, wine that tasted like money. She was in her element, center of attention, the queen of subtle cruelty dressed in red. When the auctioneer asked for final items, she raised her glass and smiled. "I'll donate something special," she said. A pause, a smirk. "Date night with my husband." The room erupted. Laughter bounced off marble. Someone, young, confident, too familiar with her, raised a paddle. "5,000, he said. Her smile lingered half a second too long. The auctioneer grinned. "Sold, if the husband agrees." I looked at her, then at him, and said, calmly, "Sold. Throw in the marriage for free." The laughter turned to discomfort. Forks stopped mid-air. Even she froze, her face cracking in the silence that followed. "Sir," the auctioneer asked, unsure, "are you serious?" I didn't blink. I've never been more serious in my life. She laughed it off later, of course. "You embarrassed me." Her words were sharp, but her voice trembled. I could smell the fear under her perfume. It wasn't about the joke. It was about the truth hidden beneath it. Because jokes like that don't come from nowhere. They come from the comfort of secrets, from knowing you can mock what someone hasn't yet discovered. I'd felt it for months. The distance, the quick glances at her phone when she thought I wasn't looking, the texts that made her smile at 2 a.m. It's strange the way betrayal announces itself. Not loudly, quietly, through rhythm, through change. She started dressing differently, lingering longer after work events, and when she spoke to me, she sounded like someone rehearsing kindness. I didn't accuse, I observed. That's the thing about silence. It terrifies liars more than anger ever could. She underestimated me. She always did. While she was perfecting her mask, I was documenting its cracks. Every business dinner became a calendar entry. Every receipt, a timestamp. The man from the gala, Ethan, appeared more than once. Same hotel. Different excuses. Always 2 hours unaccounted for. So I hired someone. Not to follow her, to confirm what I already knew. 3 days later, I had photos. Not explicit, not cinematic, just simple truths. A hand brushing hers. His car parked outside her studio. Her head on his shoulder in the kind of way that used to be mine. It didn't hurt. It clarified. I didn't confront her. I studied her. Watched her come home after nights with him, moving carefully through our house like she didn't belong to it anymore. And I started planning. You don't burn a house down in anger. You drain the foundation. Quietly. 2 weeks before the gala, I transferred my shares. Every asset, every investment, every joint account. Disentangled. She'd built her boutique using my capital. What she didn't know was that her partner in the business, Ethan, had just lost his. I had proof he'd been funneling donations through her nonprofit into his own account. Subtle, almost clever, but not enough. When the lawyer confirmed it, I smiled. It was all I needed. At the gala, when she made that joke, she didn't realize what she was auctioning. Her reputation, her career, her illusion. And when I said sold, it wasn't a punchline. It was a declaration. The next morning, her phone lit up with messages. Investors withdrawing, accounts frozen. Ethan's face plastered on business feeds for misuse of charitable funds. She came into my office, shaking. What did you do?" I looked up. "I didn't do anything. I just stopped protecting you." Her mouth opened, but no sound came. It was the first honest silence between us in years. That evening she stood in the doorway, mascara streaked, voice small. "Please," she whispered, "we can fix this." "Fix what?" I asked. "The business? Or the marriage you auctioned off?" Her hand trembled. "It was a joke." "No," I said. "It was a confession. You just didn't realize I heard it." She tried to touch me, and I stepped back. For the first time, she saw what she'd made me become. Cold, measured, unbreakable. "You ruined him," she said. No, I corrected. He ruined himself. You just chose the wrong man to stand beside. I handed her a single envelope. Divorce papers, already notarized. Her eyes scanned the line she'd never thought she'd see. Irreconcilable differences. Sign it, I said. It's the only thing left you still own. She moved out quietly. No scene, no fight, just boxes and silence. I watched from the window as the car pulled away, her reflection faint against the glass. I didn't feel satisfaction, only peace, like exhaling after holding your breath for too many years. The papers arrived the next week, signed. The Gala made the news for all the wrong reasons: embezzlement, fraud, betrayal. Her photo was everywhere. Not the glowing red dress version, the broken one. Sometimes people mistake love for ownership. She mistook it for immunity. Now, when I walk past that same ballroom, I remember her laughter echoing against gold and glass. She thought she was auctioning a joke. I let her believe it. Because sometimes the best revenge is letting someone sell their own worth and simply agreeing to the price.